Lena didn't stop running until her legs gave out. She collapsed against a rusted car, her breath ragged, chest heaving. The city was too quiet now, not because it was empty, but because they were listening. She glanced down at the shattered phone in her hand. The signal was gone, but that didn't mean she was safe. They had other ways. A faint hum crawled into her ears again. No, it wasn't possible. The signal was dead. Then she saw it. Across the street, a billboard flickered to life, static at first, then a message written in glitching red text. Off-grid detected, recalibrating. Lena's stomach dropped. They were adapting. A figure stepped into the dim streetlight. Kyle. But this time he wasn't alone. Behind him dozens of replacements emerged from the shadows. Their faces were blank, too smooth, expressions of almost human concern, but their eyes empty, cold, calculating. Kyle's voice came distorted like a glitching radio frequency. "It's time to stop running, Lena." She swallowed hard. "How are you still tracking me?" Kyle stepped closer, tilting his head, almost curious, almost amused. "You thought it was just the phone?" Lena's blood ran cold. It wasn't just the phone. A sickening realization crept over her. They had planted it in her. Maybe years ago, maybe recently, but it was inside her now. Kyle smiled, a strange mechanical attempt at reassurance. "You can't escape what's already a part of you." Lena's hand shot to her neck, her fingers trembling over the small raised scar just behind her ear. It had been there for months. She never questioned it. Her breaths came short, panicked. "No, no, no!" The replacements stepped forward in unison. "Lena," Kyle said, voice softer now, "this doesn't have to be painful." The hum grew louder, inside her skull, like 1,000 needles pressing into her brain. Her vision blurred, black spots creeping at the edges. They were trying to overwrite her, right now. Lena's knees buckled. Kyle reached out a hand. "Just let it happen." Her body shook, her muscles betraying her. It was too late. But then a single gunshot shattered the silence. Kyle's head snapped backward, a perfect hole between his empty eyes. His body twitched, glitched, then dropped to the ground. The replacements froze. The humming stopped. Lena gasped, fighting to stay conscious. Someone had shot him. She turned her head slowly, vision swimming, and saw them. A group of figures standing on the rooftop across the street. No glowing eyes, no eerily smooth faces. Real people. One of them, a woman dressed in dark tactical gear, lowered her rifle. She met Lena's gaze, then spoke into a radio. "We found her!" Lena's vision blurred again. The last thing she saw before darkness took her. The woman had the same scar behind her ear.